Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. Hope you're well. Thank you for joining me once again. Well, the establishment. You hear me talk often about the establishment, and the way I see it, you've got government in whatever form it happens to be, and then you've got the media arm, the mainstream media made up of your BBCs, your BBC Twos, your ITVs, your channel, and so on and so on. And government make policy, decide what's going to happen, and it's the mainstream media's job to try and influence our opinion into believing what the government says. That's the basic setup of the whole thing. If you agree with that, subscribe to the channel, because that's just the way it comes across to me. Not like the old days where news was news and we were told what was going on. Well, there's a word that gets bandied around in political circles, begins with R and ends with ist. And you know what word I mean. No matter what kind of conversation you have with the other side, if you're right talking to left, if you're left talking to right, when you get to an impasse, when they disagree with you, you're generally called something beginning with ist. It's very easy to shout, rave, yell, and insult somebody when you don't get your own way, isn't it? And this ist word has been hijacked over the years to just describe just about everything. You know, get your phone out, Google the definition of the word to remind yourself what it actually means. Now, this term has been hijacked also by the mainstream media. You see it in print, you see it all over the place as well. And if people disagree with immigration, for example, the level of immigration coming into the country, unlike Jeremy Corbyn, who seems to think we want more of it, check out my video on that, by the way, you're labelled some kind of ist, which isn't very nice. And even the mainstream media do it. One of the main culprits for this that I find mentioned regularly is the BBC. The BBC seem to be very much, let's have them all in. Let's do this. Let's do that. And anybody that speaks out is labelled as far right, is labelled as something that ends with ist, could be anything, and generally demonised. It's very easy to demonize people on social media. You can use snippets, little pieces out of sequence to, demonize somebody. And the media are very good at this. Well, the BBC doesn't have it all its own way. It's not racist to air concerns about migration, BBC journalists are told. Official review says the corporation sees issue through narrow political lens and overlooks impact on UK communities. That is exactly the concern we have, the impact it has on our communities and what goes on around them. The BBC, in its original charter, the way it was set up, was supposed to be neutral, non-bias, all of those words. Yet time and time and time again over the years, it's been proven to be anything but. And this is yet another example of what we have. And you have this now, you have the scandals that we've had over recent months. You have to wonder why people are still paying that license fee every year. Bit of a waste of money, don't you think? Let me know what you reckon of all this in the comments below. Please hit the like button as always. Subscribe to the channel. If you're on social media, I wouldn't mind a share. And I look forward to talking to you again soon. Toodaloo.